Hey, this is Todd Brown. Just got finished working out, and while I was on the way home, I got really inspired to record this video for you. There's something that's been on my mind for the last couple days. So the other night, I don't know if you're a mixed martial arts fan, but I'm a UFC fan. I don't do any mixed martial arts, but I love the sport. So the other night was an epic fight, an epic battle between Nate Diaz and Conor McGregor. And the thing that really struck me while I was watching that fight was the heart that these guys showed. Specifically, Nate Diaz, the underdog, the guy that most fans were rooting against. And this dude went into this fight for 5 rounds, 25 minutes, a physical battle with one of the best MMA fighters in the world, and got bloodied up from like the first round. Blood was pouring from this dude's face, and he was unrelenting, right? He would not stop moving forward, banged up, bruised, beat up, right? But he did not stop moving forward. He showed heart in the face of what seemed like an insurmountable obstacle. And it really has had me thinking about how that applies to us, to you, as an entrepreneur. The reality is that battles are going to come your way. They might not be physical altercations. You might not be getting in there and getting punched in the face, right? But we get punched in the face metaphorically all the time as entrepreneurs, right? You've got to recognize that problem solving, overcoming obstacles, moving forward, even in the face of seemingly a brick wall in front of you, that's part of the game. That's what we need to do. That's what you need to do every day. You've got to show heart. You've got to have heart. You've got to be willing to move forward, even in the face of adversity. You've got to recognize that, like, at the end of the day, issues, problems, obstacles, whether it be your merchant account, whether it be somebody on your team, whether it be your website, whether it be your hosting, whether it be a product that you worked on not selling, a funnel not converting, a traffic source booting you, whatever it may be, a freelancer ripping you off, that's part of the game. But you have to have heart. You have to move forward. You have to get up and brush yourself off and move forward. That's why I love that quote from, Mike Tyson when he says, that everybody's got a plan until they get punched in the face, right? Until they get punched in the mouth, right? For us, we might, again, not physically get punched in the mouth, but we get punched, right? And the reality is that where heart comes in, your heart as an entrepreneur, your heart as a business person comes into play is when your plan falls apart, when you get punched in the mouth and you don't have a backup plan. Now what do you do? Right? Well, heart is recognizing that you're going to figure it out. You're going to move forward. You're going to brush yourself off, and you might not have the answer. You might not know what to do next. You might not know what you're going to do next, but you're going to move forward. You're going to keep getting up and going forward with your business, with your marketing, with your dream of being a successful entrepreneur. And when you're faced with adversity, when you're faced with that battle, when you're bloodied, when you're bruised, when you're beaten up, and you're ready to throw in the towel, or you're ready to quit, or you're ready to, throw a pity party for yourself, here's what I want you to do. I want you to open up a blank document, or I want you to take out a blank piece of paper, and I want you to write yourself a note. Not the you of today, but the you in 10 years from today. And I want you to write and explain to the you 10 years from today why you chose to do what you chose to do in this situation. Why you chose to quit. Why you chose to give up on your dream. Why you chose to let that competitor, that situation, that obstacle beat you up, right? See, because the reason why I want you to do that is because I think you'll see right away, there's no way that you're going to do that. There's no way that you're going to let yourself down, the you in 10 years down. There's no way that you're going to write yourself a note, write yourself a letter, making excuses for all the reasons why you gave up on your dream, right? Why the you 10 years from now is suffering because you quit. You gave up. You didn't show that heart in the face of adversity, right? That's why I love that quote from Rocky. the Rocky movie, one of the Rockies, right? When he says, right, it's not about how hard you can hit, it's about how hard you can get hit and how much you could take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. That's heart. That's what you need as an entrepreneur. Heart. You need heart as an entrepreneur.